Saki Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So it's a beautiful day in Melbourne. Why? Why is it beautiful? Sun is out. So when the sun is out, we think the day is beautiful. But for life to be beautiful, we have to have 5 C's in our life. Before we start, I forgot the way we would do it. We'll have a small talk, and then towards the end of the talk, we will have a rapid fire round. Coffee with Karan देखा है सब लोगों ने? हाँ वो देखा होगा. So coffee with Karan में कैसा होता है? The coffee with Karan Johar is asking his guest quick questions. So similarly, we will go round, and I request everybody towards the end, एक point आज के discussion में से what is the key takeaway point from today's discussion? ठीक है? And everybody has to say unique point. ऐसा नहीं कि प्रभु जी ये माता जी ने जो बोला ना मेरा भी यही point है. Unique point everybody has to call out. ठीक है? So please pay attention, and we will go at a rapid speed because life में time नहीं है अपने पास. So please pay attention. ठीक है? So what were we discussing before? 5 C's, correct. So life is beautiful, and to make this life beautiful, we just don't need a sun outside. We need 5 key C's in life. The first C of life is character. Apna character kaisa hai? How is our character? And we spoke briefly about public life, private life, and secret life. That itself will define our character. Second C is company. हम किसकी company सबसे ज़्यादा पसंद करते हैं? Who do we love the most to be associated with? Right. Third C is contribution. Who am I contributing to? Where is my contribution? Is my contribution only in MBBS? You know what is MBBS? मियाँ बीवी बच्चे और साथ. इसी में दुनिया निकल जाती है. We're just spending so much of time only focusing on my life, my wife, me, and मैं बकरी की तरह मैं करते हम जीवन छोड़ देते हैं. Correct? So this is the third C. Who are we contributing to? Am I only contributing to my little circle of influence, or am I doing a wider contribution to the society? The fourth C is culture. What culture do I have, and what culture am I giving to others? What culture do I have, and what am I giving to others? And the last C is connection. Who do I connect with? Who am I connecting with? Am I connecting with people around me, or am I connecting to people far away from me, or am I connecting to the Supreme Lord constantly? Where is my connection? Right. All of us have 2 types of connection. हम सबका 2 types of connection होता है. One is a horizontal connection, and second is a vertical connection. All of us have 2 connections. Horizontal connections are those connections where we connect with friends, family, students. अगर वो तो students के साथ connect होते हैं. At work we connect with colleagues. So that is our horizontal connection. And then we have a vertical connection. Vertical connection is a connection with Krishna. Vertical connection is connection with Krishna. Horizontal connections are based on bodily platform. Horizontal connection किस पे बेस होते हैं? शरीर पे. I am Indian, so I like to talk to Indians. I am Gujarati, so my typical circle is Gujarati. Right? If I like Pani Puri, then I like to hang out with people who loves Pani Puri. Right? If I like cricket, then I'll hang out with people who likes cricket or Bollywood or whatever it is. So this is a horizontal connection on a bodily platform. which is nothing wrong with it. And this connection is very, very important. This connection is irreplaceable. इसे कोई बदल नहीं सकता. It is important. And then we have a vertical connection, which is based on the platform of Atma, which is based on the platform of soul. And that connection is to be connected to Lord Krishna. So what did we discuss so far? Who wants to summarize quickly? Yeah, 5 C's. What are the 5 C's? Quickly. Character, company, connections, culture, contribution. Thank you for contributing. Nobody is sleeping so far. What else did we discuss?
Vertical and horizontal connection.
Vertical and horizontal connection. So we spoke briefly about a connection which is based on body and a connection which is based on the soul. From a spiritual perspective, we understand कि हम एक शरीर नहीं है, एक आत्मा है. We have heard this many times. Kaushalan Prabhu, I'm sure he have explained to you many times. And ये चीज तो इंडिया में ट्रक ड्राइवर को भी पता होती है. Behind the truck, in fact, this time also when I went to India, on the highway, I saw truck के पीछे भी लिखा होता है कि आप शरीर नहीं एक आत्मा हो. This fundamental aspect of philosophy is understood by a truck driver. इसमें कोई बड़ी चीज नहीं है. It is not only stated in Bhagavad Gita. ये तो ट्रक के पीछे भी लिखा होता है. But that is on the level of Gyan. And if you want to move from the level of Gyan to Vigyan, from the level of understanding to the level of implementation, तो हमें क्या करना चाहिए? That is what we are going to discuss today on a very high level. How to plan to understand. How to plan to understand something better. On the level of body, when we spoke about horizontal duties. And on the level of Atma, on the level of soul, we have spiritual duties. So we will quickly touch base on some primary duties of everybody, and then we will quickly touch base on secondary duties. Sorry. So we will touch base on primary duties and secondary duties. Are we all ready? Yes or yes?
Yes.
There is no in spiritual life. We have to be fired up. Enthusiasm is oxygen in devotee's life. Enthusiasm is oxygen in devotee's life. So be fired up. Okay? So we have primary duties. The first primary duty of every devotee, the first primary duty is to chant the holy name of Krishna. This is the primary fundamental duty. How much ever prayer we do, whatever the plan of prayer is, if you're chanting 1 round, 2 rounds, 4 rounds, whatever it is, जो भी प्रार्थना आप कर रहे हो, that should be the top priority of the day. If we give priority to Krishna, Krishna will give us priority. ये मानते हो या नहीं? हम जिस चीज को प्रायोरिटी जीवन में देते हैं, वही चीज हमें प्रायोरिटी देते हैं. Krishna says this in Bhagavad Gita. ये यथामम प्रबंधन्ते तम सथैवम भजमः. 4th chapter 11th verse, Krishna says, as you surrender on to me, I reward you accordingly. Right? So the first primary duty of every person is to pray. Is to pray. And the easiest prayer in Kali Yuga is to chant the holy name of Krishna, which is the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, कभी भी चैंट कर सकते हो, कहीं भी कर सकते हो. There is no rules, there is no regulations to chant the holy name, because भगवान कृष्ण भगवान ये हमारे पिता है, कृष्ण भगवान ही हमारे माता है. To call Mummy, there is no specific time and place. Most of you are parents over here. Do you tell your parents or kids to call me between 8 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the morning? ऐसा बोलता है कि नहीं, आज ना I'm going to be your mother only from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Do we say this? No. A parent is a parent forever. Correct? Similarly, भगवान का नाम कभी भी कहीं भी बोला जा सकता है. Any time, any place. नाम अकारी बहुधा निजा सर्व शक्ति. So नाम, the name of the God can be chanted anywhere. And the Shakti means the potency of the holy name doesn't deteriorate because you have chanted the holy name in shower rather than in front of the temple. नहीं, भगवान का नाम इतना ही potent है. So this is the first primary duty. कि everybody का जो priority है दिन का, it should be to pray. This is the first primary duty. Second duty of every devotee or every practicing devotee is strong association of devotees. अगर क्रिकेट अच्छा खेलना है तो हमें किन लोगों का संग करना चाहिए? Those who play cricket. If I want to play cricket or if I want to improve in cricket, then I have to associate with those people who have taste in cricket, who loves cricket. Similarly, if we want to progress in sadhana, if we want to progress in bhakti, then we have to associate with those people who are having a taste to improve the sadhana. Third, this is very, very important. Very, very important. No prajalpa. Prajalpa का मतलब है time waste नहीं होना चाहिए. And then we will discuss how to manage time. Right? No prajalpa. No waste of time. Minimum social media and minimum TV. Right? TV तो actually देखना ही नहीं चाहिए. Minimum. Any successful people in life, you look at their autobiography. How many of you follow Vivek Bindra by any chance? Only one person. My humble request to all of you, when you finish this program, not now, go to YouTube and subscribe to videos from a person called as Vivek Bindra. And then you go to his time management video. Over there, he clearly points out every successful people. One of the key things which they do, वो टीवी नहीं देखते. टीवी का मतलब है क्या? Tell a lie vision. It is not television. It is tell a lie vision. हमें बेवकूफ बना देते हैं ये लोग. In the garb of advertising, in the garb of entertainment, they provide us something which is absolutely not required. So minimum. And fourth, primary duty of everybody is have gratitude in life. Have gratitude in life. If we are not grateful to what we have, then we are great fools. Murkh hai. If we are not grateful of what we have, then we are great fools. Murkh hai. So, जितना भी ठाकुर जी ने अगर हमें दिया है, if you are not happy today with what you have, please write it down that you are never going to be happy with what you are going to get it. I repeat, if you are not happy today, you are never going to be happy tomorrow. वो अमिताभ बच्चन का एक मूवी था, दीवार. दीवार में उसके अमिताभ बच्चन के हाथ में क्या लिखा था? I don't have to say this. See the response loudly. क्या बोला था? तेरा बाप चोर है. अमिताभ बच्चन के हाथ में लिखा था ना. Similarly, engrave this in your heart. If you're not happy today, if you're not grateful today, you are never going to be happy tomorrow. Because happiness doesn't lie outside. It lies inside. ये अंदर की बात है. किसने बोला है? I didn't say this. रूपा डर गया. ये अंदर की बात है. So happiness lies inside, not outside. So these are the four primary duties. What are the four primary duties? Quickly. Chanting, association, no prajalpa, gratitude. If we are not grateful, then we are fools. Spelling ही change करना है. आगे का सब ठीक है. Then we have secondary duties. So the primary duty is based on the platform of soul, आत्मा पे. Because the first understanding is हम एक शरीर नहीं एक आत्मा है. But understanding that we are not this body, we are a spirit soul, does it mean that we ignore the body? No. Thank you, Mother. We don't ignore the body. We consider this body as a vehicle to perform the spiritual duties. ये जो शरीर मिला है, it is not for sense gratification, but it is for self-realization. This body is not for sense gratification. This sense gratification we have been doing for many, many lifetimes. Eating, meeting, sleeping and defending. Ahara, nidra, bhai, main, tum, cha. We have done this for many, many lifetimes. This life is meant for self-realization. So we understood the primary duties. Now we will understand the secondary duties. There are 4 secondary duties and which are all very important. The topmost secondary duty is to look after your health. Is it internal or outside? The first most important secondary duty is to look after your health. Right? If health is not good, nothing is good. कितना भी पैसा आपके पास होगा, अगर तबीयत ठीक नहीं है ना, कुछ अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. Who said this? Steve Jobs. In his autobiography, he said, "I have billions of dollars, but I'm most miserable now." He is most miserable now. So what does it infer? What does it infer? If you have good health, you have equivalent to having billions of dollars. But if you have billions of dollars and if you don't have good health, is that worth it? No. But if you have good health, it is equivalent of having billions of dollars. So having good health is very, very important. Second, wealth. पैसा कमाना बहुत जरूरी है. कौन बोल रहा है? गुजराती. Guju is saying this. You cannot go wrong with this. Making money is important, and for this, absolutely there should be no compromise. There should be no compromise, and we will discuss how and when. Third, family life. Thakur ji ne family di hai. Looking after the family, it's a responsibility, it's a duty, and it's an accountability of everybody. So we should not ignore that at the cost of anything else. We should not ignore it, but not at the cost of primary duties. We focus so much on family that we forget the primary duties. Kya paya? Shrava, Evali, Kevala. Simple waste of time. If you are focusing too much on temporary things and not eternal things, then क्या पाया? मरने के टाइम कोई आने वाला नहीं है साथ में. We know this. खाली हाथ आए थे, खाली हाथ जाना है. किसने बोला ये? ऋतिक रोशन ने. Thank you. ऋतिक रोशन ने बोला है. खाली हाथ आए थे, खाली हाथ जाना है. So Bollywood bhajans are so powerful. जो Bollywood का भजन दिया है हमें, it is so powerful that we forget to take the gist of it sometimes. So looking after family is very, very important. हमने खड़ी की है responsibility. We wanted it, we got it, and now we cannot run away from it. So it is very important. And the fourth duty is having a good social life. Not on social media though. Not on social media. People have social life on social media but not face to face. Good social life is very, very important. So with this in context, for the next 45 minutes from now on, we will discuss the topic of today's discussion. What is the topic of today's discussion?
Time management.
Is it only time management?
Time management or spiritual growth.
For spiritual growth, okay. What else? What is the topic of today's discussion?
Time management.
लिखा हुआ क्या? पोस्टर है क्या?
माताजी, बिना माताजी मेन पोस्टर.
Life planning.
Life planning. Who said this? Thank you. So life planning and time management. Without having a plan, it is a plan to fail. Having no plan is a plan to fail. Can you please repeat after me loudly? Having no plan is a plan to fail. Sab jaag rahe. Thank you. I just want to make sure that no one is snoring, and if someone is snoring next to you, please don't wake them up. How many of us honestly believe that we have 5, 10, 20, 30 years. मुझे पता है कि मुझे क्या करना है every year. Anybody? This is the fundamental thing which we should invest time in. We should have a clear plan कि मुझे मेरे जीवन में से क्या चाहिए और क्या देना है. What do I need from my life, for myself, and then what do I need to give it to others, horizontally and vertically. If we give only to vertical and if we ignore horizontal, that is not a right balance. And if we only invest in horizontal and not invest in vertical, again it is not the right balance. Right? For investors, people who invest, they say you have to diversify your portfolio. थोड़ा shares में invest करो, थोड़ा property में invest करो. क्या progress होगी ना? Right? So थोड़ा properties में, थोड़ा shares में, थोड़ा commodities में, and then diversify. Similar.
Not have all eggs
Huh?
in one basket.
Yes, have not eggs in all basket, but we don't have eggs.
One basket.
One basket.
We don't have eggs devotees. We have simply wonderful. अपने पास प्रभुपाद ने बहुत अच्छी मिठाई दी है, गुलाब जामुन्स. So we don't have all gulab jamuns in one basket. चलेगा?
चलेगा.
I know it's dinner time. We spoke about pani puri and now gulab jamun. So mains or dessert is done. Right? So it is very, very important that we plan in such a way that our horizontal and vertical connections are met together successfully. I'll tell you something about myself, and not in a way that I want to boost myself, but this has helped me immensely. And if that helps you, please take it or else you can leave it. At the age of 21, at the age of 18, like most of us, I went to a university to do my engineering. I'm from Hyderabad. In getting a seat in engineering in Hyderabad at that time was very, very rare. 1 लाख लोग अगर इंजीनियरिंग की एग्जाम लिखते हैं तो उसमें 3,000 या 4,000 सीट मिलती थी उस टाइम. That's it. But Karnataka, which is a state very close to Andhra Pradesh, was very close, and I couldn't get a seat in in Hyderabad. So my parents told me to go and study in hostel. So I went to a very remote place called Raichur. I don't know how many of you have heard. It is the cotton capital of India. And I studied from a small engineering college in a place called Raichur. My father, he wanted to go to America, but unfortunately due to family circumstances, he couldn't go. He had a strong desire that his son goes to US. So when I went to this engineering college, I was the first person in that engineering college to let everybody know that you have to write GRE, you have to write TOEFL to go to US. किसी को कुछ पता नहीं था, वो तो गांव के लोग आए थे और मैं हैदराबाद से आया था. So I had so much of carried over ambition of my father that I had to deliver कि सबको है, मुझे US जाना है. I made sure that everybody around me studied for GRE, they studied for TOEFL who had no idea, and I also studied. And guess what happened? When I went to Chennai or Madras at that time to get my US visa, I got rejected, and everybody else got approved. You can imagine this? Everybody, किसी को US का कोई पता नहीं था, and everybody got approved to go to US, and I was the only person whose visa was rejected, and this was blessing in disguise. Why? Because यहाँ पे मुझे प्रभुपाद जी मिले, भक्त लोग मिले, and my friends when they went over there, they couldn't get settled for 10 to 12 years. मेरा यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट से PR, PR से प्यार, PR से घर, घर से डर, सब हो गया फटाफट. स्टूडेंट से PR होता है ना, फर्स्ट स्टूडेंट से क्या होता है, PR मिलता है. We come to Australia for what? PR. जैसा PR मिला, फिर पेरेंट्स क्या बोलते हैं, तो प्यार कर ले भाई, शादी कर ले. करेक्ट? ऐसे होता है ना. फिर प्यार के बाद क्या होता है, बीवी बोलती है घर ले ले, घर चाहिए. तो प्यार, फिर घर और फिर डर, बच्चे आ जाते जिंदगी में. And then life goes to stress, depress, and then wellness. So this was my story. कि मेरा US का visa reject हो गया, and I was obviously very dejected. And at that time I was 21 years old. very, very lower middle class families. Not even middle class family, lower middle class families I belong. At the age of 29, I still remember I went to a 2 weeks retreat in a place called Ganeshpuri. It was an ashram. I went for 2 weeks retreat, and in that 2 weeks retreat, I planned out my life. At 25, I want to be married. At 30, I want to have 2 kids. At 35, I will have financial independence, and by 50, I will retire. And I don't know how that's going to happen, but I will make it happen. And then this gave me so much of clarity in my life, devotees, believe it or not. At 25, I got married. At 30, I had 2 kids. By 35, in fact, before 35, I was financially retired to go and retire in India. And now, by 50, I'm on track, or in fact, I'm on track to retire in Australia, but never to work again. Now, I'm not trying to boost myself. Prabhupada is over here, devotees are over here. So, I'm telling from Dil's sake, if we plan, Krishna will help us. But having no plan is a plan to fail. Having no plan is a plan to fail. So, planning is very, very essential component of our life. Most of us plan for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 4 years, तब तक कि next year गाड़ी चाहिए तो गाड़ी की डिपॉजिट कर लिया, घर चाहिए तो घर का डिपॉजिट पे फोकस कर लिया. We don't plan materially and we don't plan spiritually. 50 साल के बाद क्या करना है नहीं पता. 60 years के बाद क्या करना है नहीं पता. 70 years के बाद क्या करना है नहीं पता. I see old people, and no disrespect to any parents over here, मैं माफी मांगता हूँ, but I see old parents all day on TV, paper, mobile. This is 90% of their time. We don't want to be in that category, devotees. Bahunam janmana ante jnanam prabandante vasudeva sarvaiti sa mahatma sudurlabha. This human form of life is very, very rare, very auspicious. Now we know by the mercy of Prabhupada, by the mercy of Krishna and devotees, this human form of life is very rare and very auspicious. Knowing Krishna as a supreme personality of Godhead is very Sa Mahatma Su Durlabha. Who is saying this? Krishna himself is saying this in 7th chapter, 19th verse. So we have a platform now. All what we have to do is have a strong planning. Plan करो कि मुझे अपने जीवन में से क्या चाहिए. Based on this, I obviously at 24 I started working for a company called Telstra. Telstra का नाम सबने सुना होगा. And then when I started working for a company called Telstra, they had something called as plan on a page. Telstra का जो पूरा plan था, हर operational unit में, that was called plan on a page. एक ही पेज पर पूरा कंपनी का प्लान था. And that was in 2005. And when I saw that plan, I thought, I am working for Telstra's vision. I am working for Telstra's mission. And I am spending so much of time to implement the plan of Telstra. Correct है ना? हम अपना जीवन किसके लिए करते हैं? First 25 years, we work and we study so hard so that after 25 years, we go door to door with 1 page of CV and what do we say? Job de de, job de de, job de de. Isn't it? 25 years of prime life we are studying so that the next 25 years or 30 years, we get some Lakshmi from someone. And then we leave and then we go to the next body. And that didn't click to me. That didn't gel with me. I said, why should I only work for Telstra's plan? Why should I only work for Telstra's vision? Why should I only work for Telstra's mission? I should have my own vision. I should have my own mission. And I should have my own plan on a page. Are you all with me, devotees? Yes. Is this making sense so far? Yes. Right. So based on this, I created my own plan on a page. I created a vision for my own life. I created a mission for my own sustenance. And then I created a plan on a page which I have been working on it for many, many, many years. Every year I do this. What is the difference between vision and mission? Vision is you aspire where you want to go. कि मुझे क्या चाहिए, क्या करना है, क्या बनना है. So vision is based on tomorrow. And mission is how I will achieve my vision. So vision is based on tomorrow, mission is based on today. How? Not bol bachan, sab ho jayega, chinta mat karo. No. How am I going to achieve my vision? So difference between vision and mission. Vision is for tomorrow. मुझे क्या चाहिए, क्या बनना है, क्या करूँगा, कैसे क्या करूँगा. And mission is how am I going to achieve this? Is this making sense? And based on that, I have created a template, and I will share that with all of you, and then you can have, if you feel, okay, if this is making sense, my humble request to all of you, please do this. Try it out for a year. This will change your direction. You know, a flight which takes from Melbourne to Los Angeles, a flight which takes from Melbourne to Los Angeles, if it is at 1 degree wrong, 1 degree का अंतर है, that flight, rather than landing at Los Angeles from Melbourne, it lands at New York. 1 degree. अगर password में अगर एक number गलत है, can we enter into that 9? Similarly, if we have a strong plan and a plan to execute the plan, then absolutely everything is achievable. I came to this country with having only $50 US in my pocket. Only $50 because we couldn't afford it. Only $50 US लेके आया था और एक semester की fees which someone else paid for me. Which someone else paid. I had to repay that. So with that humble beginning, right? Krishna has given us unlimited fortune. Unlimited fortune in all aspects. And this can happen when we are honest to ourselves and when we plan sincerely. Prabhupada के बहुत अच्छा statement है, which I love it. He says, your sincerity is your God consciousness. I repeat and think deeply about it. Your sincerity is your God consciousness. How sincere are we with our own self? Okay? So let's look at this plan. Please repeat. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Hare. number क्यों था
पेपर्स
हाँ तो पेपर्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेगा बेटा can you just pass on the papers
अरे पेन पास
ना पेन ना ड्राइंग So this, when we have this plan on a page defined very clearly, it will help us immensely. Then we will run out of excuses in life. I cannot do this. Excuses is something when only one person likes it. The person who gives excuses is the only person who likes the excuses. बाकी सबके लिए it is cheating. So when we have this plan captured, documented, and discussed very clearly, it will help us a lot. It personally has helped me a lot. Yeah, can I request people to come this way क्योंकि वहाँ पे टीवी का स्क्रीन नहीं है. So if you can just move this way, we can. There's a lot of room over here so that we can discuss. Prabhu ji, यहाँ पे आना. A family which is closer together that enjoys together. I get it, Mama. Please come this way. Come. So that all of you can see over here. अभी ऐसा सोचो कि लास्ट इंडिया पाकिस्तान का क्रिकेट मैच है, 4 बॉल है और 10 रन चाहिए, तो कैसा चिपक के बैठेंगे टीवी देखने के लिए? ऐसे आ जाओ. तो वो करो ना. टीवी पर आओ ना. Okay, so in the plan on the page, I'm assuming everybody has it, and we are hoping that we'll have it over here quickly. So we have a very clear vision. So when you get a chance, think about what is the vision of your life. Most of the time, we may not have a vision, and there's nothing wrong into it. अभी अपना कोई विजन क्या होगा कि जॉब चाहिए, गाड़ी चाहिए, घर चाहिए. We have a short term, but that is not vision of life. ये अभी क्या चाहिए, ये साल में क्या चाहिए, 2 साल में क्या चाहिए, but that is not the vision. Vision means long term. Having a car or having 2 properties, it is not vision. That is not vision. Is it making sense? Vision should be very long term, and then we have a mission how to achieve that vision. So the first column, while we are setting this up, in the interest of time,
Hi. Loud.
हाँ ये आगे शुरू ना नहीं लगता आला हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे. Okay, all right, so we see over here that we have a vision, we have a mission. तो अपने जीवन का विजन क्या है और मिशन क्या है, that has to be defined very clearly. Then this is obviously for me, what are the key metrics, to achieve that vision? तो मैंने लिखा है कि spiritual life में क्या करना है, Ojasvi, which is my wife and kids, ठीक है, चिराग, my parents and मेरे wife के parents, then Chirag, this is my brother, health, wealth, career, family, society, and personal development. So these are the key components where my focus is always. सब कैसी होता है? Family के साथ, बच्चों के साथ, health, wealth. So first thing, this is first thing. Key initiatives. मुझे मेरे जीवन में भक्ति में आगे बढ़ने के लिए क्या करना है और क्या नहीं करना है. That I captured that over here very clearly. कि I will go to temple at least 5 times a week. क्योंकि I live behind the temple. मैं मंदिर के पीछे रहता हूँ. So don't get. At least 5 times a week मैं मंदिर जाऊँगा. Right? I will learn 1 shloka of Bhagavad Gita a day or week, whatever. वो साल के लिए जो भी plan था, I will chant my rounds in the morning, for example. Then whatever it is, so all that things I put it over here. Is this making sense? कि अपने हॉरिजॉन्टल कनेक्शन के लिए क्या चाहिए, भगवान के साथ संबंध बनाने में क्या चाहिए, वो I have written over here. And then what I do, I'll show it to you as well. Then Ojasvi और बच्चे के साथ, how do I want to live and deal with my wife? How do I want to live and deal with my kids? Very important. हम सोचते नहीं हैं ये सब चीज. We don't think a lot, but we are living with people. We live with people. I work as a project manager. And I can tell you 95% of my work is managing people's ego. I repeat, 95% of my work is to manage people's ego. Similarly, अगर घर में शांति चाहिए, तो then we should have a clear plan कि बीवी के साथ कैसा रहना है, बीवी को खुश कैसा रखना है, बच्चों के साथ कैसा रहना है, बच्चों को क्या चाहिए ये साल में, बच्चों को खुश कैसा रखना है, right? So I always write it every year कि बच्चों के साथ क्या चाहिए, वाइफ को क्या चाहिए, right? Like last year, my wife has been working 2 days a week for last 10 years. She works in ANZ. Last 10 साल से कर रही थी, and last 3 years से every year I've been writing, I want my wife to resign from work. I want my wife to resign from work. वो 3 साल से मेरा प्लान था, उसका प्लान नहीं था, but at least I had very clarity कि I don't want my wife to work, and this has been for last 3 years. वो भी 10 साल से 2 ही दिन काम कर रही है, 13 घंटे, but I didn't want it. So I was writing over here for 3 years. I had a desire, I don't want her to work. Then Chirag and family. Chirag is my brother. What do I want him to do in his life? मेरा छोटा भाई है. What do I want from him? What type of relations I want from him? Because he lives in Melbourne, I live in Melbourne, right? He has 2 kids. So how do I deal with him? What do I want from him? What can I give it to him? How can I contribute to my brother? Every year I write it. Very clearly. Then health. I do yoga 3 times a week. No aerated drinks. No Sprite, no Fanta. सब मैं लिखता हूँ. I have to walk 30 minutes a day for at least 4 times a week. Whatever जो मेरा health, whatever in my capacity it is, I always write. मेरे yoga instructor यहाँ पे है. Hare Krishna. He is my yoga instructor. Right? So health में is very clear. So that it gives me an understanding कि ये साल में क्या करना है. You will not believe. When I got married, my weight was 70 kilos. It's been 21 years we got married. और 21 साल हो गए, आज भी मेरा weight between 71 and 73 kilos है. In 21 years, ना wife ने weight put on किया है और ना मैंने किया है. All glory goes to my wife. अभी श्रीदेवी जैसी होगी, तो बोनी कपूर लगेगा तो अच्छा नहीं लगेगा ना. So I have to maintain my, right? So health is very important. Health is very very important. कि सोचो कि अपने जीवन में अपने health में क्या चाहिए. People usually don't think about these things. This has personally helped me so much. Wealth, as I was saying, money is very very important. How much money do I need? कौन से साल में कितना पैसा चाहिए? When I was 25 years, I planned out कि मुझे कौन से साल में कितना पैसा चाहिए till 50 years. मेरे दिमाग में clear है कि 2025 में 2028 में कितना पैसा चाहिए. It is very clearly captured in my Excel sheet. कि हर साल में कितना पैसा चाहिए, क्यों चाहिए, क्या खर्चा आने वाला है, right? What is the expense I'm expecting? When we have this very clear now, it will give us a focus to earn and to save. To earn and to save. Career. In 2000 and before 14 years, I have been working as a project manager for almost 15 years. When I was working in Telstra as a project manager, I took a vow. That I will die as a project manager. I will die as a project manager. पता है क्या हुआ इससे? When I took a vow that I will die as a project manager, for last 14 years, it has given me so much of peace कि जिसको आगे जाना है मेरे से आगे जाओ. I am not in a rat race. You want to go ahead? You go ahead. ये करने से क्या होता है? ऑफिस में नो पॉलिटिक्स, नो डिप्लोमेसी, काम किया, काम खत्म किया, फोकस भक्ति पे. Just by taking this one vow, you know, इतने बार प्रोग्राम मैनेजर बनने का ऑफर आता था, प्रोग्राम प्रोजेक्ट डायरेक्टर बन जाओ, I was being pushed to move forward. I said नहीं, because I know for 5% pay rise or 10% pay rise, उसमें 40% गवर्नमेंट को जाता है, 60% पैसा बचाने के चक्कर में I don't want to have a life which is 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock in the night, and फिर रात में वापस काम करते हैं. I know what my peers, what my seniors do. It is not a life. So I took a vow. In taking that vow, it has helped me so much. I took a vow and I promised myself that my active income will be more than my passive income will be more than my active income. I repeat. This my first son, when he was born, I had clarity in my mind. My passive income will be more than my active income. Who can explain to me what this means? Jai Prabhu, what does it mean to have passive income more than active income?
So like your financially, right? Rental income, your dividend share. So somewhere where your money is working for you.
Correct.
Let wealth make wealth.
Correct. So I made a strategy कि my जो passive income है ना, वो active income से ज़्यादा होनी चाहिए. Because आज पैसा मुझे नहीं चाहिए. We don't need, at least in my case, I didn't need money today. I know I need money at the age of 47, 50. क्योंकि उसके बाद मुझे काम नहीं करना. So I planned out in such a way, and it helped me so much to focus on outside rather than inside. क्योंकि कंपनी में फोकस करोगे, करियर में फोकस करोगा, मेरी बात करो, and please don't, if this suits you, take it. If it doesn't suit you, leave it. I said to myself, growth करने में 2%, 5%, 10% pay rise में कुछ नहीं होता है. I focus outside, and now Krishna's mercy, it has helped me so much because I made wealth outside. And job 9 to 5 में दुकान का 5 बजे दुकान का बंद कर देता हूँ. I don't work after 5. Up 6 hours, 7 hours of work is enough. 6 hours or 7 hours of work is enough. जो बंदा 6 घंटे से ज़्यादा काम करता है दिन में, again अमिताभ बच्चन के जैसा लिख लो, वो बंदा is inefficient. That person is inefficient. Who is saying this? You know, Facebook CFO. Facebook का जो CFO है, he made this statement many years. If anybody who says that he is working more than 6 hours, he is inefficient. क्योंकि efficiency होती ही नहीं है. हाँ?
Your brain will stop working after 5.
It is not possible. 6 घंटे से ज़्यादा अगर ऑफिस में बोलता है कि मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, that means that person is not efficient. So this is from a career. Then family and society. What do you want to give it to family? What do you want to give to society? Out of the 5 C's which we spoke, 4th C was contribution. Right? If we do not plan this now, then once we come into 50s and 60s and 70s, we will be sitting in front of a newspaper, we will be sitting in front of a TV, and then बाकी का time WhatsApp में इसका forward उसके forward पे, इसमें टोपी उसके सर पे. This is what people do. I'm just coming from India. सबके घर पे टीवी चलता है. There are 200 demigods चैनल पे, अलग अलग चैनल पे एक ही चीज चलते रहती है, एक ही चीज, और बूढ़े लोग देखते रहते हैं, देख कर क्या जीवन है यार. This human form of life is not meant to sit in front of a TV, right? Not sit in front of a mobile phone और इसका WhatsApp, उसका Facebook पे टाइप आके. It is waste. Why does it happen? Because we don't have a clear plan. कि एक बार मैं रिटायर होने के बाद मैं क्या करना चाहता हूँ जीवन में, right? So this is very, very important. This will help us now, and this will help us in the future. And personal development. How do I want to develop my own self? If you improve 1% a week, if we improve 1% a week, only 1% a week, within 2 years, we'll be completely transformed. This is said in a book called Atomic Habits. Did anybody read this? Atomic Habits? Yes? You change yourself 1% a week. Any questions on this? Any questions on this? Yes, Madhu.
In terms of the career, Prabhuji, I understand that when you decide on something, but on the other hand, it makes me feel that I'm not being ambitious enough. So how do I solve that problem in my head that I'm happy with where I am,
growing, if you think that is ambition, what way do you want to be ambitious? You tell me. By going up the ladder of career? For me, this is personally. If you win a rat race, you're still a rat. चूहे की दौड़ में जीत भी जाओगे तो क्या रहोगे? चूहा रहोगे. तो मुझे चूहे की दौड़ में नहीं जाना था. I made a very clear. अभी भी मुझे याद है, black pant and white color का shirt था, 242 Exhibition Street, Telsa के head office. I made a vow that I will die as a project manager, and that gave me so much of peace. So much of peace. Mataji, I come from a very low middle class family. $50 लेके आया था. I had all the ambition, everything what everybody reads. I had it. But by having this philosophy कि नहीं, चीज इसमें नहीं है, चीज बाहर है. There's a book called Who Moved My Cheese? Who Moved My Cheese? My humble request, please read this sort of books. Who Moved My Cheese? Amazing book. उसमें यही है, एक बंदा वही फोकस करता है, गधे की रेस में गधे की तरफ भागता है. क्या मिला? So I'm not saying कि don't be ambitious. So please don't get me wrong. कल ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि कौशल प्रभु के क्लास में आए, किसी को बुलाया, बोलते कि नहीं जॉब में कुछ नहीं है, नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. No. पैसा कमाना जरूरी है, but money can be made in many other ways. Money can be made very easily. Very, very easily in many other ways. Rather than a traditional way of going to job and making money, there are ways to make it. So you focus on that. But if you want to be ambitious, and if you think by growing up the ladder, you can still have your horizontal and vertical duties fulfilled, nothing wrong with it. There are many devotees who does it. My approach was different. I'm not saying that my approach is the right approach. My approach was different, and that helped me. So I'm sharing what has helped me. It may not be right to you. मुझे help हुआ है, तो मैं share कर रहा हूँ. As a family, I'm sharing. If it helps, it helps. And then what I do, I forgot to put it. Every Friday fortnight, I जो भी यहाँ पे है, I go there and I put pass or fail. कि मैंने किया है या नहीं किया है. So this is not a once a year plan बना दिया और रख दिया. नहीं. Every fortnight, I go to my plan, I revisit my plan, and I put it. कि ये मैंने किया है या नहीं किया है. Did I have Sprite, aerated drinks? Then I say yes, failed. If I haven't had Sprite, I say pass. Simple, है ना? क्योंकि I took a vow, I don't want to have aerated drinks. And did I go for a walk 3 times a week or 4 times a week? If not, I put it fail. If I have gone, pass. So whatever I have done, whatever I have planned, it gives me an indication whether I'm on right track or no. Is it okay? Any questions or any comments on this? Yes, Prabhuji.
With respect to family and kids,
yes.
You said that how you want to plan with the family and kids. Does that belong to your own plan, or that needs to be discussed with your wife and kids?
I always discuss this with my wife, but she is so fed up of me. But तुझे जो करना है.
That's the reason why.
वो बोला कि that is faith also, because I show this plan to my kids also. Aryan, and I show this plans to my kids also. It is not that this is an independent plan. I tell them, right, I wanted them to reduce weight. I want Aryan to reduce weight. So I've written over there. I want him to go to gym. So I've written over there, and then we do it together. Like जब बच्चे छोटे थे, I want my kids to be in martial arts and swimming classes. I've spoken to them, we agree with it, and then we go ahead with it. But yes, you cannot be independent. We are totally dependent, and when you do things together, it is better. But now that my wife knows me for 21 years ago, बहुत साल हो गए. मुझे पता है मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. She will not need to. तुझे जो करना है. As long as she is happy, I'm happy. I'm happy, she's happy. So that is the way it works. But yes, it is important to keep your family involved in this plan. You cannot have a plan independent. Property लेनी है, गाड़ी लेनी है, holiday का खर्चा है. सब कुछ should be planned. You cannot have, okay, so it should be planned. It should be planned. Having no plan is a plan to fail. And having temporary plans, 2 साल का plan, 3 साल का plan, 5 साल का plan, no. Plan should be from an eternal perspective, not only on a modern perspective. ठीक है? We have 9:15 तक बोला था ना हमने, 9:15 तक.
You can ask.
But, hey, I'm giving a talk on time management. I better finish on time. All right. Again, this is my own homegrown template of how I manage my daily routine. Right? So this is again a daily planner. I plan my day in a night before. कई बार लोग बोलते हैं कि टाइम नहीं है. कई बार सुना आपने? People say I don't have time. Write it down. Third point important, which you can write it down. जिसके पास टाइम नहीं है, उसके पास कृष्णा नहीं है. कृष्णा says मैं समय हूँ, right? किसने बोला था ये? महाभारत. Good. मैं समय हूँ. Right? Kalosmi. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Kalosmi, I am time. So a person who says he doesn't have time for any of these activities, that means she doesn't have Krishna. Very clear. आपको बुरा लगेगा तो माफ करना. But person who doesn't have time, he doesn't have Krishna. Simple. Very very simple. Because भगवान ने सबको 24 hours ही दिए हैं. Everybody has 86,400 seconds per day. Nobody has less. Nobody has more. Everybody has the same time. Some people get the most out of it, and some people just let go out of it. So it depends which category we are in. Hello, ठीक है ना बाबूजी? So daily planner. This is again my own homegrown template. इसमें लिखा है in important complete the time planner before going to bed. Why?
So that it gets into your subconscious.
So that it gets into subconscious. Okay, that's good. What else? Let's have a dialogue, not monologue. I don't
When you
really.
get up in the morning, you know what you are doing.
You know what you're doing, yes?
The previous day recap you can implement in the next day.
Yes,
You
very
learn
good.
lessons from your previous day.
All your lessons जो काम नहीं हुआ है, that can be done over here. Thank you. What else?
It also gives
We
you
can do
motivation.
that.
It gives you motivation to look for something for next day. Okay, what else? There's no wrong answers, Prabhuji.
Will get better sleep.
Very good. You're satisfied कि आज का जो मैंने प्लान किया था मैंने किया है. कल के लिए काम आज का टास्क कल नहीं जा रहा है. Yes, अरे.
So you don't have to use the time for the next day to plan your day.
Very good. This is very important. This is the most important thing. You don't get up early. You don't get up in the morning and ask, आज क्या करना है? ये किसी ने पूछा, सुना? आज का क्या प्लान है? Husband goes and asks wife, आज का क्या प्लान है? Wife is asking husband, आज क्या करना है? कभी $100 का नोट गिरा हुआ देखा? And have you ever asked इसे उठाना है या नहीं उठाना? If a $100 bill is on the floor, do you ask your wife or husband इसे उठाना है या नहीं उठाना? Is time important or money important? Loudly, time important or money important?
Time.
What do we waste more? We don't waste money. Is it making sense? Now you see where we are coming from? We waste time, which is more important than money. And time is money. And the bad news is time flies. The bad news is time. We cannot get hold of it nowadays. Getting hold of time is catching hold of Krishna. अगर भगवान के साथ रहना है तो वक्त को सही तरीके से इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए. So the worst thing what happens, a husband or a wife, and this happens more on the weekend. आज क्या करना है? You get up at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and then you decide क्या करना है और decide करते करते 12-1 बज गए. I'm the culprit. I used to think this. आप लोगों को तो पता नहीं, but this has I've gone through this. And when I came into Krishna consciousness, I understood the value of time. Thanks to Prabhupada and Bhagavad Gita. How we use time is how sincere are we with our life. How are we using time? Everybody has same time. So I've written over here, complete the time planner before going to bed. So इसमें मैंने क्या किया है? I'll show you. What is this? Read loudly. What not to do list. See, we sometimes focus so much on what to do list, but क्या नहीं करना है, that is more important than to करना क्या. I'll tell you why. Because if we take this what not to do list, that will help us to focus better on to-do list. I took a vow probably 7-8 years ago, 7-8 साल पहले, कि मैं कभी इंडिया के न्यूज़पेपर नहीं पढ़ूंगा, नो टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया, नो एनडीटीवी, क्योंकि क्या होता था मेरे लाइफ में, टाइम मिला, आई यूज्ड टू गो टू ndtv.com ऑफिस में, टाइम मिला timesofIndia.com, गांव की पंचायत बोलते हैं गुजराती में, क्या बोलते हैं? गांव की पंचायत, पंचायत का मतलब है कि क्या होगा, बस उसके लाइफ में क्या होगा। ये पुराने जमाने में पता था क्या होता था? We used to have phone और 3 मिनट बात करो तो 1 रुपया लगता था, याद है आप लोगों को? घुमा घुमा के फोन आता था, इस हाँ 3 मिनट बात करो तो 1 रुपया, और मम्मी का पीछे से आवाज आता था, फोन मुक 1.5 रुपया देगा, फोन मुक 3 रुपया देगा, अच्छा मम्मी का आवाज आता। और आजकल क्या है, मुकेश अंबानी की इतनी कृपा है जियो पे, सब लोग बातें ही करते रहते हैं, और यहाँ पे भी टेल्स्ट्रा ले लो, ऑक्टस ले लो, व्हाट्सएप ले लो, we talk so much to others and that time is just going out of our hand. होता है ना? So if you put a list, I took a vow that I will never go on to any Indian news. Now I'm not telling anybody to do this, please don't get me wrong, this has helped me. कोविड के टाइम पे क्या हुआ, कितने लोग मरे, कितने लोग जिंदा रहे, लॉकडाउन कब आया, कब चलेगा, मुझे कुछ आइडिया नहीं था। I'm still alive. I am still alive. तो न्यूज नहीं देखोगे ये मेरा है। If I don't check the news, that will not keep me outdated. ये this is a notion. If I'm not on Facebook, I don't have a Facebook account. I am not on any WhatsApp group, which is for my मम्मी के साइड से, my father के साइड से, my friends के साइड से, only devotee के साइड में। तो जो ग्रुप में मुझे फायदा होता है, वही WhatsApp ग्रुप में है। मैं तो गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड इवनिंग, गुड नाइट कभी रोज आ जाते हैं और कभी दूसरे कोई पटल आ जाते हैं। व्हाट इज दिस? आपकी बर्थडे का वही मैसेज कॉपी पेस्ट होके 10 बार आता है। So if someone really loves me, they will call me, and if I love someone, I will call them. खत्म हो गया ना? तो इसमें इतने ग्रुप में रहने की क्या जरूरत है? I'm not on any WhatsApp group. No school friends, no college friends, no university friends, no parents के साइड पे, no मम्मी के साइड पे, कोई जरूरत नहीं है। We still have contacts. सबसे अच्छी बात ये, nothing against anybody, but it is not helping me. So all these things will help us a lot. कि क्या नहीं करना है. And when we have this clarity, यहाँ पे you can achieve much more in your day. If you make a list कि क्या नहीं करना है, right? I don't want to check emails every 2 hours. Sorry, I don't want to check emails every 5 minutes. I check emails every 2 hours. Office ke email, for example. It gives you so much of focus. It gives you so much of focus. So every email I have, you get digressed. Right? I work in IT and I get so many emails. I tell them, if you need me, call me. But don't send me an email and expect things to happen. Because email is 24-hour turnaround. Even if you call my number today, I don't know, you can try to call my number. उसमें मैसेज में क्लियर लिखा है, बोलता हूँ if it is urgent please send me an SMS or else I'll come back to you in 2 business days. I don't respond to anybody in 2 business days क्योंकि मैं वॉइस में चेक ही नहीं करता। If someone needs me, they can send me an SMS. That's all waste of time, isn't it? If someone needs you and if they really need you, will they not call you again?
Yeah.
Correct. तो क्या फायदा? तो don't waste time. So I write all my tasks every day. कि आज का क्या डेट है, टाइम क्या है, कब क्या करना है, पूरा टास्क का डम यहाँ पे कर दिया, and top priority क्या है. You get up at 3:30 or 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, whatever time you get up, and then you plan out your day like this. If you plan your day in half-an-hour chunks, which is what is given over here, again this is what I do. It helps me in half-an-hour chunks, and have time for family, have time for friends. There's nothing wrong into it. But it has to be allocated. It has to be allocated. अगर नहीं है ना, तो टाइम ऐसा ही चले जाएगा. This is making sense, devotees?
Yes.
Huh? Prabhuji, is it okay? Is it making sense? See, a devotee is known by 2 things. A devotee is known by 2 things. What time does he get up? And what is the first first thing he does after getting up? भक्त कितने बजे उठता है और उठने के बाद क्या करता है? Are we still, when we get up, are we getting up out of the bed just to make some money? Or run around kids and family? Or are we getting up so that I can spend time with Almighty Krishna who has given me so much? Who has given me so much? Why do we get out of the bed? सिर्फ भागा भागी करने के लिए, which we have been doing for millions and millions of birth. When we get up in the morning, what is my priority? Is it chanting the holy name? भगवान के लिए मैं उठ रहा हूँ? ये सिर्फ थोड़े पैसे बनाने के लिए और मेंटेन करने के लिए फैमिली को. We think I am the maintainer. The biggest problem in our mind is we think कि मेरे लिए मेरा घर चलता है. It is a myth. It is a. So we should be very very clear कि मुझे मेरे दिन में से क्या चाहिए और क्या देना है. So the 5 C's what we spoke. Who remembers the first 5 C's? Character. So all these 5 things can be captured over here. Look at your task. Look at the time how you're spending. And then that can be connected. And then we connect to that, then it is a beautiful life. So when the sunshine is out, it doesn't mean it's a beautiful day. It is. But from a soul perspective, we need these 5 C's to make us happy internally. If we are just happy with some sunshine, then पूरे दिन बाहर रहो, go to South Africa, यहाँ पे क्यों हो रहे? Go to Rajasthan, वहाँ पर रोज sunshine निकलता है, यहाँ पे क्यों आए? Why did we come over here? अगर sunshine से beautiful day बन जाता तो why not? We came over here for something higher, and we have got much higher thing right now, which is the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. And if we can implement this time plan, we will not waste any time. My request to everybody, Oshalaran Prabhu has been very kind enough, he has given you this printouts. I can share the soft copies with you. Take it. And if you do anything for 21 days, that becomes a habit. And if you do anything for 90 days, that becomes a lifestyle. Right? You do anything for 90 days, that becomes your lifestyle. So when prayer becomes a habit, miracle becomes a lifestyle. I repeat, when prayer becomes a habit, miracle becomes a lifestyle. Who needs a miracle in life? Please raise your hands up. Everybody needs a miracle. But what was the prerequisite? Prayer. Right? अपने जीवन में क्या होता है? पहले चमत्कार, बाद में नमस्कार. ऐसा सोचते हैं ना लोग. पहले चमत्कार होगा, बाद में मैं नमस्कार करूंगा. कृष्णा क्या बोलता है? पहले नमस्कार, बाद में चमत्कार. पर अपना फॉल्स ईगो और अपनी मूर्खता इतनी ज्यादा होती है कि हमें नमस्कार नहीं करना है, भगवान का नाम नहीं लेना है. We think we know everything. अभी नहीं, थोड़ा करो इंतजार, दिल है बेकरार. क्या बात है ना? We want to think I will chant the holy name later. भगवान का नाम लेने के लिए बहुत वक्त है, कोई वक्त नहीं. The profit of a moment is to remember Krishna, and the loss of a moment is to forget Krishna. I repeat, the profit of a moment is to remember Krishna, and the loss of a moment is to forget Krishna. And this is the sum and substance of Krishna consciousness. So it's 9 o'clock. I'll stop over here. I was being told to stop at 9:15. The next 12 minutes, next 12 minutes, we'll go for a rapid fire round. I'll ask everybody one point from today's discussion. We have 60-70 devotees, I think. Are we all ready? Yes. फटाफट एक पॉइंट रेडी रहना चाहिए कि आज के डिस्कशन पे आप घर क्या लेके जाने वाले हो. When you sit in your car, what are you going to talk to your wife, your husband, your son, your daughter? कि आज 3 घंटे में मैंने एक चीज ही अच्छी सुनी है. And let me try to focus on that. Is that okay? ठीक है? We'll start from the host क्योंकि अगर खाना चाहिए तो इनको क्वेश्चन का चलता है. And that is most important. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, the most catching thing for me was how how do we know a person? By two things. One is when he wakes up and what he do after waking up.
Joy.
So
Thank you.
That's the big takeaway for me.
Thank you. Mataji, please, yes.
Health is important because if you have good health, you can.
Health is wealth, they say. Thank you. We have to look after health. Thank you, Mataji.
We have to go like family should be dependent on family's decision.
Yes. So the plan what we make, it should not be an independent plan. It should be an integrated plan. Family के साथ होना चाहिए.
If you don't have time, you don't have Krishna.
If you don't have time, you don't have Krishna. कई लोग बोलते हैं ना कि नाम भगवान का नाम लेने के लिए टाइम ही नहीं मिलता मुझे. ऐसा नहीं है. हर चीज के लिए प्रायोरिटी देनी चाहिए.
Gratitude.
Yes.
I think we are always thinking that I have not got this, but if you count in a day, I have a habit that I count 3 things which I've learned in my life, and I'm always I have a gratitude towards God that my family is safe, I'm safe. So gratitude is very important.
Very good. Gratitude is very important. Thank you.
Primary we have a primary responsibility, and that is number 1 is to pray.
Pray.
And we need to do that the first thing in the morning.
Yes. If we are not praying and if we just getting up के घर का काम के लिए उठ के काम करना है, फिर ऑफिस जाना है, फिर आके सो गए, it is animalistic life. It is animalistic life. I live in Albert Park, and Albert Park में every second house has a dog. And one thing which really touches my heart, सुबह ना dog का owner उसको बाहर ले जाता है और दूर ball फेंकता है. He throws the ball, and the dog runs, gets the ball and comes back to the owner. इधर उधर नहीं जाता है. तो हमें भगवान ने इतनी चीज दी है, हम भी कुत्ते की तरह वो लेते हैं, लेकिन हम अपने पास रखते हैं. We don't even give it to who it belongs to. भोक्ता राम यज्ञ तपस्या सर्वलोक महेश्वर. Krishna is saying everything belongs to me. अहम सर्वस्य प्रभवो मत्यस्पृत प्रवर्ते इति मत्य भजन्ते मम भूला भावा समाविता. 10th chapter 8 verse. Krishna says, I am the source of spiritual and the material world. Everything emanates from me alone. Alone. Thank you. Very good point, Mother. हाँ, बैलेंस रखना बहुत जरूरी है. सिर्फ कृष्णा किया और फैमिली को छोड़ दिया तो कृष्णा will not be happy. तो सिर्फ फैमिली की और कृष्णा नहीं किया था, animalistic life. Because we don't see dogs and cats going to church or temple and praying. Correct? A family which prays together, that stays together. Mother.
Chant Hare Krishna, holy name as much as we can.
Yes, chant Hare Krishna mantra. That is the Yuga Dharma. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinnat Namanam. Then there is no difference between the name of Krishna and Krishna himself. So we have to chant this holy name. Thank you.
One should have a vision of light
Yes.
and a mission to accomplish it.
Correct. Having clear vision and clear mission is very important. Thank you. Prabhuji.
Yeah, what I like most of us, today we have a job, we know what we have to do in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, but we don't have visibility like, as you said, right, when we go old, when we retire, what we have to do. So it is important at least, if not for next 5-10 years, because most of the things are already, routine things.
Correct.
Yeah. But it is important what we're gonna do after we retire, right? So to make that thing happen, and then it is important at least to have a clarity what I'm going to do then. And if my vision is to remain connected with the God, so this is the time I start doing it. So that by that time, I'm already into that spiritual world. If I start then I won't be having time.
Very, very good. Can I have Prabhuji आपका?
Okay.
Pankaj Prabhu की जय हो. Very wonderful one. Thank you, Prabhu. Very, very nice. Good job. Thank you. If we don't start planning a spiritual life, retirement now, then we are never going to have a good retirement life. मैं तो वही टीवी, पेपर, मोबाइल के पीछे चल को कभी पोते को ड्रॉप कर रहे हैं, कभी घर का काम कर रहे हैं. What is this? What is this? Prabhuji.
If you're not happy today, you will not be happy tomorrow.
Yes. If you're not happy today, you're never going to be happy tomorrow. It's a very important point. Prabhu?
95% of our work is managing egos.
95% of the work is
Managing ego.
managing ego. Yes. Thank you. Prabhu? Do we have you? Yes. Yes.
There are actually 2 key maintain that vertical connection. This is my personal mission, or vision I should say, that I want to utilize this remaining life of mine to achieve that vertical connection so that I don't want to get again into the life cycle.
Very good. If we have a strong vertical connection, then we come out of Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, Dukha, Dosha. Yes, Prabhuji. Next.
I think for me, what I take away is if you take daily time to do prayers,